Athens, we were experiencing what was happening in Greece, and having the opportunity to produce an artistic event, it was inevitable for us to link it to the locality here.
The most important factor that differentiates the Athens Biennale from the other biennials is the narrative that we build, but edition after edition. So one edition does not start a new story, but kind of continues the last one. We start with an exhibition format. It was a large-scale exhibition, the first one, Destroy Athens. The second one, Heaven, in 2009, we developed a very complex program of parallel events running throughout these 3 months with the exhibition itself. People do not want just to experience, they want to engage into something. And that led us to the third edition, Monodrome, which had all these live events in the core of the exhibition.
We're always working from inside the locality, let's say, outwards, with a lot of centrifugal forces wrapping around us. Also by being here every 2 years and not only coming out as an exhibition, by trying to interfere in the local scene, by producing different events in between, preparatory or after the biennial. We are selecting modern history venues, reload them up with another context. Like, for example, during the second Biennale, we used former Olympic Games constructions. In 2011, when already the crisis was at its peak, we decided to move in the center of Athens and locate a school in a neighborhood that was very much contested. Time when the center of Athens was almost like a ghost town after 5 o'clock, because people were worried about getting into the center in case they were caught up in any riot or any strike. And recently, the last edition, it's very obvious, the selection of the old stock exchange. It's an opportunity for participants to come here and live and experience a situation and share their views and produce something under these circumstances.
In 2013, there was a major shift in our perspective. We understood that it's not valid anymore to have a single curator coming with his team and spend a couple of months, try to figure things out and and make a valid proposition. A biennial has to be an X-ray of what's happening today, but also should project this to a possible future. Therefore, we changed the format by asking a large team of curators to build something that is complex and at the same time valid. So we came to the AGORA format, which was a socket that would host what was going outside the exhibition space.
We tried to bring forward, and we actually stated also, that AGORA is not a place where people meet, but it was also a contest site, a place that people could disagree about things. AGORA provided the conditions for a little bit of reflection under this accelerated flow of events. We asked the participants, the audience, the critics, to take a leap of faith with us.
We're witnessing more the trend of collectivism rather than collectivity. How can we find a way to work together, meaning my intellect with yours coming together to produce something that neither could ever produce individually?
We're not collaborating only because of the crisis. We are collaborating because this creates new paths of meeting and reading. Art sometimes, or contemporary art, could be provocative, but still, it seems like it's something that cannot interfere so much in the way we live. If we change the models and we invite more people to come in, we can produce things that can have a better impact.
A biennial comes from a lineage of expos, of showcasing the best examples of our times. And this shouldn't be the future of a biennial. Yes, it should be an experiment. A biennial should be a laboratory for the future.
The results are still too early probably to say, because it's the first time that the collaborations are organic and they're not on a parallel level. So it takes years probably to see the fruits of this kind of endeavors. An organization like ours that is very particular had to marry and bring together a lot of antitheses. Collaboration with the state that is not so interfering and has no money. Collaboration with the private but not losing its freedom and its identity and autonomy and maintain its political edginess. This is probably the new model.
You have to surf the wave. We have to be on the forefront of that what's happening. And maybe that means that we have to accelerate our pace, being even more experimental.
We are not going back to any other model, but we're continuing what we started with AGORA.